Hey everyone, welcome back to Love Wins, where the truth matters because it's the truth that sets us free. I just want to talk to you briefly today about fear and drama. My last video had a dramatic title, and so it got a lot more views. I knew it would. I don't want to use dramatic titles because this is not what this channel is about. Just to illustrate to you how addicted we are to fear and drama, especially when it comes to religion. I have a friend of mine, colleague, who has a small YouTube channel, and most of his videos get a couple hundred views-ish. He has one video with 49,000 views and counting. Just one. And the reason is because it's called 666 and the Mark of the Beast Revealed and has an imposing picture. I remember distinctly being at a gas station in Bedford, Nova Scotia, and I forget what I bought, but it came to $6.66. And the cashier had this horrified look on her face, and she's like, "Do you want to put something back or get something else?" So the price would change. And I've had that experience more than once. I could give you all kinds of examples. I don't think I need to. I had lunch last week with a guy who's in media ministry, religious media ministry, has been for many, many years. And he said even giving, the people who support the ministry will support more if it's fear-based and dramatic and conspiracy theories and all those exciting things. But it gets less money if you just talk about how good God is. Part of that is because we've been conditioned to believe that part of believing is being afraid, that there's this fear element that's a necessary component. I've had friends tell me that if they go to church and the sermon doesn't make them feel guilty or ashamed, it wasn't a good sermon. Like they literally judge the quality of the sermon by how it makes them feel like they're not good enough. Yet when we look at Jesus and the things he taught and the way he taught, you don't find that. You don't find fear, you don't find drama, you don't find manipulation. Most of his talks began with these words: "The kingdom of heaven is like." And he was trying to draw our attention upwards, away from the way things are here. Because fear and manipulation is not unique to religion. It's in politics, it's in insurance companies, it's everywhere. You should be afraid of this. This might happen, so you better do this or else. My last video was hard to do. I read that article. It's frustrating. No, frustrating is not the word. It's infuriating. Sometimes it feels like as a pastor, you spend incredible amounts of time and energy trying to introduce people to how beautiful Jesus is. And then they come to church, and in a few moments of a conversation with one person, it feels like it can get all undone. So let me give you an example. After my last video, a friend of mine shared with me this story. I got some other ones, but this one really was compelling. She had a friend, and her friend was interested in learning about Jesus. But she had been jaded by religion in the past, and she'd heard that Seventh-day Adventists were very legalistic. And so she hadn't shown any willingness to come to church. But anyways, there was a women's retreat. So she brought her friend to the women's retreat and said it was a beautiful weekend. Everything went awesome. She was loving it. The speaker was excellent. Jesus was uplifted. And on the last day, after the last meal, they had a banquet. It was delicious. Everything was good. They gave gift bags out to all the people who came. And in the gift bag was a tube of lipstick. Is that what you call them? I don't know. Lipstick. And some person sitting on the other side leaned into her friend and said, "If you're ever thinking about joining this church, you're going to have to get rid of that lipstick." It's not a rule in the Seventh-day Adventist Church that you can't wear lipstick. But in her mind, somewhere along the way, someone told her that if you're going to be a real Adventist, you got to get rid of lipstick. If you're going to be a real follower of Jesus, you got to do this or not do that or whatever. It's absolutely infuriating. And I wish I knew the solution. All I do know how to do is tell the truth. And this channel is not going to be drama. It's not going to be conspiracy theories. It's not going to be any of those things. I might expose some of those things once in a while for what they are. But this channel has one simple purpose: to reveal the true character of God as revealed in the life of Jesus. So our next video, we'll get back into our series on fear, and we're going to go back to the beginning and see where fear started, what started it, and then trace the effects of that, so that knowing the source and knowing where it's coming from is the first step in getting rid of it. We'll see you then. God bless.